Hello, I'm Andy and I'm going to read to you your weekly horoscope for April 2017, and this is for Sunday the 23rd of April until Sunday the 30th of April, and this is for you coming from Aries. Let's start with Sunday the 23rd, which starts pretty well, but there are some planets there who will tend to make you a bit tensed and a bit argumentative and somewhat impatient or hasty. So try to control these areas and you will be able to turn it into a good day. Especially during the morning and afternoon and early evening sessions, these very fast planets tend to make you behave in a very erratic, fast manner. And the same with your tongue, you'll want to argue for anything. So try to control that. The evening and the nightfall sessions are really good, and they produce plenty of good contacts and opportunities for you to have a very good time. So go out with your romance partner or marriage partner and your family, or go out with your colleagues or with business people, and you'll find that the evening and nightfall session produces plenty of benefits for you. Let's move to Monday the 24th. Now this doesn't start very well for you. Even as you leave for work, there are things going wrong. And at your place of work, if you have a job or if you're going for your business areas, and if you're going to correspond or negotiate or communicate with anybody, the tendency in the morning and afternoon periods would be to cause problems. These problems are caused by a couple of planets who don't want you to succeed in whatever you try to do. So you'll just have to work harder. But more than that, you have to control your temper. And you have to be a person who recognizes that other people also have their rights. So you cannot be too forceful in the morning and afternoon session. The evening and nightfall session is much better. But these planets who disturb you in the morning and afternoon session don't disappear in the evening or nightfall session. They are there. It's just that their influence becomes a bit less. The influence comes more from emotional planets during Monday the 24th evening and nightfall period. And so the moodiness or the mood will be very nice for creating a romantic area. There may be some changes of plans that may upset you, and small things like that, don't worry about it. Overall, I like the way it's ending, in a sense that whatever happens in the evening and nightfall session, the difficulty produced by some planets becomes a bit less. But no harm being cautious and don't drink too much. Tuesday the 25th is a very good day. You start off very well in the morning and afternoon and early evening periods. Plenty of help at your place of work, in your career, in business, and all the way you negotiate with people is always coming to your benefit. So you are a very lucky person in the morning, afternoon and early evening periods. Try your best to communicate, impress others, and you'll find you'll make plenty of progress. If you're looking for romance, it would be a good day to try your luck. Contact people, the ones that you are interested in, and you'll be very favorably received as well. Now alongside this couple of planets are 2 or 3 other planets which are also good for you. These are business-minded planets. So in the morning, afternoon, evening and nightfall session, try to think of business or to promote yourself in your career. And if you're looking for changes in a career, this would be a perfect time to meet somebody in the evening and nightfall session who might recommend you for a better job or for better business contacts as well. So the whole day extremely good, Tuesday the 25th for you. Wednesday the 26th becomes very difficult. And these difficulties are seeing morning, noon and night. So it's a day where you start off in a very depressed manner. You are unhappy about something at home already. If you go to job, you'll get bad news. The danger of it is very strong. And you will be making mistakes, or others will make mistakes and you have to wear the brunt. And in business, you have to be careful that past difficulties may appear. And these past difficulties may bring some frustration, some depression, because what happens today morning and afternoon session, if you are in business, there's always some danger of getting bad news. You'll have to just work harder in career or in business to get further ahead. But be careful that wanting to be impulsive or impatient or hasty will lead to further mistakes. Now, during the evening and nightfall session, the problems are now attended by more planets. So the impulsive side, I will translate that there's a danger of accidents in the evening and nightfall session especially. And you may meet people who disagree with you, and therefore these problems make you further unhappy and angry. It's a day where if you don't need to socialize, better to just go home and just be in the safety of your home. Let's go to Thursday the 27th, which now turns to be very good. And Thursday the 27th produces planets who want to help you a lot in career, business, in marriage areas to find solutions if there were the earlier day problems, and also brings a chance of finding romance if you want. Your level of communication will be very good, so communicate, project yourself, talk to people about what you want. And also in terms of marketing skills and doing well in career or business, that way you will also excel. A little bit of a problem during the evening and nightfall session where you tend to become very impatient and very hasty. And this produces stress basically upon you, and you then transfer the stress to others by arguing. So try not to do these few things, and you will make the evening and nightfall session to be brought under control. But one very serious thing about the evening and nightfall is make sure you do not speed if you are driving, and do not sort of move quickly or too fast around walking or so, otherwise you will have some little accidents. Friday the 28th also starts very well for you, and you are in demand. And even before leaving home, everything is very nice, and at your place of work with your colleagues and your bosses, you're well received. Whatever you have done, you get status, you get recognition, but do control your ego. Your level of tolerance will become very low as you want to be a perfectionist, and that of course is not good. So try not to be a perfectionist, try to be swimming with the flow, as they say, rather than wanting to be somebody special. The evening and nightfall sessions turn against you very much. Now these couple of planets who disturb you in the evening and nightfall don't just appear in the evening or nightfall. They are there in the morning and afternoon and early evening periods as well. But they come in and out and leave little bits of problems for them to be exposed to you. But during the evening and nightfall, they get really strong. And so watch out, there's disappointment waiting for you. If you work late, some bad news can come. If you are meeting business people at a late evening and nightfall session, be careful that bad news can come as well. So there is disappointment waiting for you in one way or another during the evening and nightfall session. If you need to postpone these meetings, maybe even better. And drive carefully, as you may drink too much and some danger of accidents is there as well. Saturday the 29th is a very nice day. It produces plenty of harmony. It produces plenty of support. And you are very creative and imaginative, and you are willing to flow with the go. And so you will be a person well received in your family areas, with your marriage partner, with your romance partner. If you are working on this Saturday the 29th, you're going to get very good news about some kind or another. So do remain in contact with your colleagues or your bosses, or if you want to go out with your business people, go out by all means together. Some good news comes. The evening and nightfall session even becomes better. So it's a good time to socialize. It's a good time to bond with your marriage partner. Good time to look for romance if you want one. And if you have a romance partner, it would be a perfect time to build up very nicely so that the romance can start thinking long term as well. Plenty of travel plans are being discussed, especially in the late evening and nightfall period, or you may get news from afar, from abroad, or meet somebody of another race. Nice things like that are also written during the night period. Sunday the 30th starts very well, and you produce plenty of support for others, and they return the support for you. Only one thing is, don't dominate or don't be stubborn. Be flexible, be negotiable. And this way your morning and afternoon and early evening sessions on Sunday the 30th can be very, very good. There is a planet that's roaming around in the morning session and gets stronger during the evening and nightfall session, and this planet is very not good for you basically, in the sense that it causes depression in many ways or disappointments in many ways. One of the ways is you might meet somebody of your past that you knew and therefore you become depressed and unhappy, or some news of your past also can bring that unhappiness. If you don't have to socialize on Sunday the 30th in the evening and nightfall period, I'd rather you just go home. But if you have to meet people, then tell yourself that do not allow yourself for the disappointment to come too strong. Look on the bright side of things. And that's my advice for you. I'm already Skyping and I charge USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session with me, which will be based on your full date of birth and time of birth. And also I will be looking at your palms while we are Skyping. Do go to Facebook and follow me, and we can communicate and make a date, or go to Skype itself and leave me a message and I'll come back to you. In the meantime, thank you for listening to me and good luck.